to Woodage Akademiks and check it out. Now, Spotify is getting ganged up on in court by a bunch of indie artists that claim that Spotify pretty much put their music on their platform and did not pay them for the streams of said music. Now, the whole campaign is called a class action lawsuit. It's basically like a gang lawsuit. Bunch of people team up. They're going to sue a big company. It's a very effective strategy of getting a settlement or at least getting some type of answers for whatever problem you have, right? Now, it's being led, and this whole campaign against Spotify is being led by a rock band group called Cracker. I know, yes, Cracker. Their frontman, David Lowery, they pretty much retained a law firm, and they're seeking $150 million in damages, okay? Now, what usually happens, right? If you don't know, if you get a song off like SoundCloud, YouTube, maybe it's an indie artist that's popping, it went viral, a lot of times people ask Spotify for those records like, yo, we want to hear so-and-so song that's popping on fucking YouTube. It's popping on SoundCloud. Why don't you have it on this platform? Now, a lot of times what should happen, this is what should happen as opposed to what does. What should happen is Spotify should find the people who own the music. They should either sign a licensing deal or come to some agreement to have said music on their platform with a certain rate of pay. So every time people stream this particular song for, I don't know, every 1,000 times, we're going to pay like $1 or pay like $5 or $10. Who knows, right? Now, when you can't find those people, because nowadays, I don't know if you guys know, like, look at, you see all these world star unsigned artists, man? They send me fucking music and they don't even put a fucking title, okay? They send me a track, they say, check this track out, and it's called Untitled 33 Final Edit, okay? Now, when Spotify, when they get that particular song, they got to put it up. The only thing they might know is the artist's name. They don't know the real name of the person who owns the rights. They don't know the recording information. They don't know which studio it came out of. They don't know nothing. So really, instead of like chasing down each and every person, they do something that's a little bit strategic, but it might come to bite them in the ass, okay? They say, we already acknowledge that we do put up some songs that we don't know all the rights information about. But we do have a reserve fund for when we do find those rights holder to pay them from that reserve fund. Now, the reserve fund that Spotify has is about 25 million. They say 17 to 25 million. Now, the big problem here is 25 million is not 150 million, which the class action lawsuit is asking for. Now, I'm certain that this is going to end in a settlement and some type of agreement is going to be made, but it's probably going to be more than that 25 million that's in the reserve of Spotify, and it probably won't be 150 either, but it'll be probably a win-win for each party. However, with a class action lawsuit, it could be thousands of people who are actually involved with it, which mean all that money might have to be split up. So who knows or how lucrative it could be for the people who are suing. But this is very common. Now, and this is advice for a lot of people because I know a lot of independent artists watch me. If you have your songs, all right, and other platforms are going to put them out there, especially you're trying to get your stuff on Apple Music, for you might think it's a status booster because your songs are on Apple Music, they're on Spotify, they're on Pandora, they're on Tidal. But just keep in mind this, okay? If you created the song and you own the beat, you own, of course, your own lyrics, your own vocals, you should be thinking about licensing that song to any platform that uses it. Okay, so again, Akademiks, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. This is a very interesting lawsuit that came down. I'm going to keep following this because usually we get a resolution that gives us more insight to the future of what's going to happen, whether more of these or maybe people just say, fuck it, man, we're not going to really fuck with these big corporations in terms of us being independent and trying to get our music there. Maybe we just need to like stick to fucking old SoundCloud and YouTube, okay? Get a call, Max. Make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe to Woodage Akademiks. I'm out.